Now we are going to start with an important natural resource that is very much required, and you all are aware also, that is the fossil fuels. So fossil fuels are obviously derived from the fossils, and fossils, you are very much aware that they are the dead remains of plants and animals that got buried under earth over millions of years ago. And so those fossils leads to the production of fuels, and the basic fuels are petroleum, coal and natural gas. So we'll start with the first fossil fuel, that is the coal. And you all know that fossil fuels are non-renewable sources. That means they need much time to get renewed. So what is coal actually? Again, a non-renewable fossil fuel. It is of black color. It is a very hard substance. We actually found different varieties of coal depending upon the carbon content in it. More is the carbon content, and more superior is the variety of the coal. So we have seen that different forms are peat, which contain very less amount of carbon. We have lignite, again which contain more than peat, but again not a big amount. Bituminous, that is 65 to 80% carbon. Anthracite, 92 to 96% of carbon. So this is, you can say that out of it, this is commonly used, that is bituminous, but the superior form is anthracite. As you know that it contains much amount of carbon, and as I told you, the variety which have maximum percentage of carbon, that is the superior quality, that is the anthracite, but it is too expensive also. So now the question is that for what purpose we are actually using the coal. So when there was an industrial revolution or in earlier time, the source of fuel was just a coal, but now it has been replaced by many other fuels. But in the beginning, it was the coal which acted as a fuel for the industrial revolution. Moreover, we use coal for power generation, we use coal for steel production, we use coal for extraction of metal from the ores. So we use basically coal for many purposes. There are 5 countries which actually make use of coal in a right way, or you can say the much of the coal is used by those countries. That is the China, USA, India, Russia and Japan. So these 5 countries are actually dealing with the coal. Dealing means they are making use of coal for some benefits. So this is what about the coal. Coming on to the next fossil fuel, that is the petroleum. From where the petroleum is obtained? Obviously it is obtained, you all know it is obtained from the underground rocks. And the best use is that it is used as a fuel. So the petroleum which we obtain is actually a crude oil. We actually refine it in a you can say a fractional distillation column, where many products from the crude oil just get separated depending upon their boiling point, which you will do in the higher class. So just focusing on the products which you can get from the crude oil, they are the petroleum gas, petrol, kerosene, diesel, fuel oil, lubricating oil, paraffin wax and asphalt. These all things we get as a result of the fractional distillation of the petroleum. That means these components are actually present in the crude oil, which gets separated when it is you can say with the fractional distillation is carried out in a fractionating column. Due to the difference in the boiling point, they get just separated at different points. And these all things are very important. They are just solving you can say a many purpose. Like petroleum gas, when it is used in a liquid form, you all know it is used as LPG in homes, which is used for cooking and all, liquefied petroleum gas. Petrol, it is used as fuel in automobiles, and also it is used by dry cleaners. Kerosene is a fuel for lamps as well as a fuel for some jet engines also. Diesel is a fuel for generator and in automobiles also. Fuel oil is used for ships. Lubricating oil, obviously used for lubrication of machinery, that means the machine parts, so that they can work in a smooth manner. Paraffin wax is used in making ointments, candles and all, and asphalt is used as a constituent in paints, and also it is used for building roads. So this is what is the fractions which you obtain from the crude oil and their uses. Now coming on to the third fossil fuel, that is the natural gas. Natural gas is again extracted along with the petroleum from the underground rocks, and the main use is that CNG is, as you all are aware, it is compressed natural gas. So we know that it is an eco-friendly fuel because it produces less smoke, it is easy to handle, easy to transport. So it has all those characteristics which a better good fuel should possess. Secondly, natural gas is used in the electricity production. It is used for making fertilizers, so it is used in fertilizer industries also. It is used for making ammonia and hydrogen also. So this is all about the fossil fuels. So you have seen that they are actually fulfilling many purposes. So that means we need to conserve the fossil fuels, and that is the basic requirement because it is a non-renewable source. So how we can actually conserve natural fuels? First, we can make use of alternative sources. That means those sources of energy which are renewable. That means which can be renewed in short span of time. As they are non-renewable, they require much time to get renewed, and if they get once they get exhausted, so our future generations are going to suffer. So we can actually make use of the alternative sources. Second, judicious use of the sources. That means whenever they are required, then only please make use of it. Otherwise, try to use it in a less amount. Third, avoid the use of plastic which is obtained as a product from the petroleum because it is a basic source of the pollution. We can actually make use of biogas. As you know that biogas we can derive from the the organic matter, and that is again an eco-friendly fuel. We can use the biogas also. So we can actually we can take so many preventive measures in order to conserve the fossil fuels, because again it is very much required because as I told you, it requires a large span of time. Millions of years is actually required for replenishing this fossil fuels if they get exhausted. So in order to you can say conserve these fuels for our future generation also, we need to take certain preventive measures. So please try to conserve fossil fuels by you can say as I told you that you can use an alternative source, you can make a judicious use, you can you can actually lay emphasis on the biogas wherever you need other fuels. So we can actually we can take preventive measures against the fossil fuels also. So this is what about the fossil fuels. So now as you all are aware of the natural resources that we have done, that is the soil, water, forest, wildlife. So please try to conserve the natural resources. They are the heritage, they are just like a heritage. So we need to preserve that, because if these resources will be preserved, then only the future generations are secured. And if we are just making a selfish use out of it, so we are actually you can say a time will come that that the earth will get deprived of the natural resources. And as you all know that natural resources are very important for the existence of life. So if we'll just make a you can say judicious use, or we'll just try to conserve it, we can make the earth as a safer planet for the existence of life. And I think you all will contribute this towards your planet, that is the earth. So this is what is the natural resources. So please try to conserve it as much as you can, right? So this is what about the natural resources.